Hey guys, it's Caleb from Rokblokz. Today in the shop we got this 2015 Audi A4. We got a new splash guard and mud flap kit, so let's go ahead and show you how to install it. Here we have the tools laid out that you'll need for install. Today we'll be using a plastic trim removal tool, a Phillips head screwdriver, a T25 Torx, and this Allen we'll be using as a punch to remove the factory rivets, and then you'll need a level. Here we have your front laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your splash guard or mud flap for that corner. Then you'll also get the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Today we'll be installing the mud flap, so we'll set this to the side. Now we're going to prep our mud flap on the bench. We're going to take our Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to take our clip, we're going to place it so that this tail sits in the groove here and the nipple sits in the spot right there. Go ahead, flip that over, take our washer, take our 3/4 inch number 14 screw. We're going to go directly into that black clip. Now we're going to go ahead and get that tightened up, making sure that the clip sits inside the hole, like so. Get that snug down. Now we're good to take our flap, head to the vehicle, and begin installing. Here we are at the front fender of the vehicle. We're going to begin by removing the factory rivets located here and here, and then we'll also remove this factory trim piece right here. This is kind of double-sided tape and it's got a few inserts, so we'll just use our plastic pry tool to help remove that. To do so, we'll just kind of start prying it, and then right about the middle there's a section that you'll have to work at it because it has a couple of teeth, and we'll go ahead and get that undone, a little wiggle, and then same for down here. Go ahead and get that wiggled. These are just expanding teeth, so we'll go ahead, set that to the side. Now we're going to take our Allen key. We're just going to use it kind of like a punch. If you have like a 2mm punch, you can use that with a hammer and just kind of knock out the center pins in each of these rivets right here. Those center pins pushed out. We'll take our pry tool. We're going to pull those rivets out. Now that we've got the rivets removed, we're going to take our red nylon clips and we're going to place it on the mounting flanges behind the liner. So we'll align the bottom one with the bottom one there. We'll place the top one right here, aligning both of those with those bottom holes. With those both in place, we're just going to take our pry tool and we're going to tuck the liner back behind the fender's edge. Now that we've got the liner tucked back into place, we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab our flap, we're going to grab one of our 1-inch number 10 screws. We're going to align the hole with the clip we placed. Go ahead, we're going to get that started by hand a little bit. And we'll lift the flap up, and we're going to push the flap up against the fender's edge. And then we'll pull outward, and that's going to engage the clip to clip over the fender's edge up here. Now we'll grab our second 1-inch number 10 screw and washer. We're going to get that second lower mount point started by hand. Now we'll take our Phillips head screwdriver. I'm going to go ahead and get that lightly snugged down. Work our way to the next one and get that lightly snugged down. Those both lightly snugged in place. I'm going to take our level, check along the bottom, adjust our flap to our liking. Now we'll fully tighten these lower screws. Getting those nice and snug. There we go. And with those fully tightened down, that's how you complete the front install. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Now let's go ahead and jump to the rear. Here we have the rear laid out. What you'll get in your kit is your splash guard or mud flap for that corner, and then the hardware. We'll go ahead and put a breakdown of that hardware on the screen right now. Now let's head to the vehicle and begin installing. Here we are at the rear of the vehicle. We're going to begin by removing the 2 factory screws located inside the wheel well, right here and right here. Both of those will be a T25 Torx. I'm going to go ahead. We've already loosened ours, so we're going to take those screws, get them out of the way, and set them to the side. With those out of the way, we're going to grab our flap, one of our long number 10 screws with a washer. We're going to place that through the flap. On the back side, we're going to place a second washer and our spacer. And we're going to go ahead, align that bottom hole with the bottom hole in the factory bumper. We're going to get that started by hand. Now we're going to grab our second screw, and we're going to repeat that for the upper hole, placing our screw through a washer, through the flap, second washer on the back side, and our spacer. Now we'll align that with the upper hole and get that started by hand as well. Now we're going to take our Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to get these snugged down just lightly so we can adjust our flap. Those lightly snugged down, we're going to take our level, check along the bottom edge here, set our flap to where we want it. We'll go ahead and fully secure our screws. With those nice and snug, you'll notice that it slightly conforms the flap, keeping tension along the edge, and that completes the rear install. You can repeat these same steps on the other side. Thanks for watching.